daw yung interpolation na yan. So before that, let us discuss the intended learning outcomes for this chapter. So for ILO 1, identify the different interpolation techniques. So for the interpolation techniques, will be tawag dito, discussing about linear, and quadratic interpolations. So we also have this Newton's interpolating polynomial and the Lagrange interpolating polynomial. Also, we will illustrate how these interpolation techniques or methods is used in determining in determining unknown values between some data points. So lastly, solve problems using different interpolation techniques and inverse interpolation. So in interpolation, we will be using data points or a set or a number of set of given data points and convert that into a polynomial equation that would fit all those points. Pag sinabi natin that would fit all those points, ibig sabihin daw na yon, yung polynomial equation daw natin dadaan daw sa lahat ng points na yon. And by doing so, we can also use this technique to approximate the values of any problem using the interpolating polynomials. So, sabi daw dito, ano ba daw yung interpolation? So, interpolation is a procedure in which mathematical formula is used to represent a given set of data points. Ibig sabihin ng given set of data points, you have a given x and y values, and using those x and y values, gagawa daw tayo or makikreate daw tayo ng mathematical formula na yun nga, magre-represent nun sa mga points na yon. Such that formula gives the exact value at all data points and an estimated value between the points. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kagaya nga ng binanggit ko kanina, kapag gumawa tayo ng interpolating polynomial or a mathematical formula, it would give the exact value on the given data points and estimated or an assumed an approximate value on the data points in between those given points. Mamaya explain daw natin kung bakit ba daw estimated value lang yung nakukuha natin using interpolation. So, in polynomial interpolation, it is a procedure of fitting a polynomial of degree n to a set of n plus 1 data points. So remember, in any given in polynomial interpolation, we need to have n plus 1 data points. And the number of n determine the degree or the highest power of the unknown value or the unknown variable in the given function. O, yun daw. Ito lang may tatandaan natin. N plus 1 data points. Now, explain natin later on paano ba daw gumagana yung n degree and n plus 1 data points in relation to the given set of data points. Tapos, given set of data points, paano daw natin ma-determine kung ano ang degree niya? Kapag sinabi natin ulit degree, ano daw yun? Yun daw ay kung first degree, second degree or quadratic, third degree or third degree, fourth degree, fifth degree, and so on and so forth, depending on the number of set of data points given. For example, here, if we have two data points, ayan, meron akong two data points. This is one data point. Wait lang. Magkabit pala ako ng aking stylus. So, kapag alam niyo yung formula, hindi, ano na, madali naman ito. Para makita nyo ano ba yung sinasabing set of data points na yan. So, ang ating magiging unang topic is about data. So, mabot ba kayo interpolation ba kayo sa Ayan. So, sabi daw dito, alin ba daw yung set of data points? Sabi kasi dito, 2 data points. So, alin daw yung data points? Ayan. For example, ito daw, we have here a point. And this point represents, for example, yung x value niya is 1 and another 1. Ito. Kung kukunin natin yung x-axis niya, somewhat nandito siya. So, assume natin na nasa 1 lang yan. O, ayun. So, yung unang data point natin is 1, 1. So, yung sunod naman, we have, for example, this is 2, 5. Medyo hindi ko kasi makuha. O, tama. This is 5. So, yan daw yung ating set of data points. We have an x value and a y or f of x value. Kalimitan kasi, yung y natin, di ba, ini-equate natin siya sa f of x. So we have your x value and your f of x value. So for f of x value, we have 1. Ang kapartner daw niya sa f of x ay positive 1. Then we have 2 and we have 5 here. Now in here, we have 2 data points. And as you can see, if we connect these 2 points, we'll get a straight line. Itong kulay blue. A straight line. And a straight line suggests that we have a polynomial of degree equal to 1. Ayun daw. Yun yung sinasabi nating n plus 1 data point. If we have degree is equal to 1, kasi sabi daw dito, that is a linear function, and din natin to. Ibig sabihin daw, para makagawa daw tayo ng polynomial of a degree 1, ilan daw data points ang kailangan natin? Sabi daw dito, data points needed is equal to n plus 1. In this case, our n is equal to 1 plus 1. Ibig sabihin, kailangan daw natin ng 2 data points. Nasusundan ako? Nasusundan ka ako? Ay, narinig pa ga ako? Ako gay naka-unmute. O, ayun, nasusundan pa. O, ayun. So, between these 2 points, we can, using this y is equal to, for example, 4x minus 3, for example, yan yung nakuha nating equation, makukuha daw natin or ma-approximate daw natin yung mga points in between them. O, ayun. So, next example, let's have naman daw if 3 data points are given. So, if 3 data points are given, the polynomial it has a degree equal to 2. And ang lalabas daw sa atin is a quadratic function representing a parabola. So again, kung ang degree daw natin n is equal to 2, ilang data points daw ang kailangan natin? So data points equals n plus 1. Therefore, the number of data points required is equal to 3. So, tatlo daw, kapag tatlo daw ang given, data points, ayan, we can have a parabola or we can fit those 3 points using a quadratic function. Kalimitan, ang given daw dito is yung number of data points. So normally, the given are the number of data points. So if given a data points daw, ano ba daw mangyayari doon? For example, n plus 1 data points, ang given daw ay 2. So, the degree n Or, ang ini-expect nyo daw equation kapag dalawa ang given set of data points, linear daw yun. Linear na ang degree niya ay equal to 1. Kapag naman daw tatlo, siya daw ay quadratic. So kapag quadratic, ay sorry, tama. Pag quadratic, n is equal to 2. Kapag naman daw ang given data points ay 4, so cubic daw yung makukuha ninyo. N is equal to 3. So, kapag naman daw 5 data points, ito naman daw ay quartic equation. O ibig sabihin, ang pinakamataas daw na power ng ating variable x is equal to 4. Or the unknown variable, di naman sa lahat ng pagkakataon x yung unknown. So depende daw sa given problem. Nasusundan ga ako? Kapag siya ay 10 rings, ang kanyang strength naman ay ng speed. Nakakasunod pa? O, sige ha. So, kapag daw linear and quadratic interpolating polynomial, meron lang daw tayo dyang sinusunod na formula. But for n greater than 2, ayan, kalimitan ang ginagamit daw natin dito ay Newton's interpolating polynomial and also yung ating Lagrange interpolating polynomial. Kapag daw yung degree natin is greater than 2 na, it's better to use the Newton's interpolating polynomial or the Lagrange interpolating polynomial to determine the functions that would fit all those given data points. O, yun daw yung gagawin natin dito. O, ayan. Polynomial interpolation consists of determining the number of n-order polynomial that fits the n plus 1 data points. Ayan. This polynomial then provides a formula to compute the intermediate values. When we say intermediate values, in any given set of data points, ang pwede lang daw isolve ng interpolating polynomial are the points in between the given data points. O ano ba daw ibig sabihin ng points ang masosolve lang daw niya ay yung points in a given data points. Let's go back to our previous examples. So, kagaya nito, ayan, in interpolating polynomials, ang pwede lang daw nating ma-solve na value of or set of data points are in between. For if these are the given points, ito given yan, ito din given din to, ang pwede lang daw nating isolve ay itong nasa pagitan. Ito daw ay solvable. Beyond those points or beyond the given points, alin daw yung beyond the given points? Ito daw mula dito papaganyan at ito daw pataas. Hindi daw natin siya pwedeng isolve using this interpolating polynomial. So ito lang daw in between those points. Ganon din daw sa kabila. If meron daw akong 3 sets of points, ito mga points lang daw dito sa pagitan ng tatlong to, yun lang daw yung pwede nating isolve. Beyond that, hindi daw natin to pwedeng isolve. Ayan, bawal daw siyang mag-solve. Ayan, bawal daw siya. Yun ang sinasabi ni interpolating polynomials. So, saan ba daw mas nagagamit itong interpolation na to? For example, yun daw inyong tawag dito, yung inyong given set of data points does not give you an exact formula. Kasi kunyari, nagtitesis daw kayo. So, meron kayo mga set of data points doon kasi gagawa kayo ng experimental setup kunwari. Now, if the laws or theorems in electrical engineering does not apply to those set of data points, an interpolating polynomial using those values na nakuha nyo in your experimentation can be represented using an interpolating polynomial. And you can interpret those points in between, yan, in between lang daw. So ito lang, in between. Ayan. Ito, in between din daw to mga to. Yan. You can interpret these values in between those given points or those derived points or experimental data points para daw ma-confirm ninyo if your experimental setup would be feasible. So, pwede nyo daw itong gamitin sa or kapag kayo ay nagtitesis na. Maliwanag Kasi minsan yung ibang mga panel, they would require you to provide a formula para i-represent yung inyong nakuhang result on your thesis or on your on your experimental setup. Ayun. Kaso nga lang, the limitation nga is that it can only provide a formula or a solution to the points in between those data points that are given. Naiintindihan ga ako? Marinig pa ga ako? Using straight line, ano po, meron tayo naman po formulation, and yung pagiging case natin, may tanong. 4, 5, 6, 7. Palakpak kung walang tanong. So, similarly, only one para wala po yan. Ayun. Hindi nyo kasi ako sinasagot. Ayun. Pwede namang sumagot, pwede namang mag-raise ng hand. Ayun. At least nakikita ko may nakikinig pa. Ayan. Polynomial interpolation relies on the fact that for every n plus 1 data points, there is a unique polynomial of a degree n that passes through these n plus 1 data points. So, kapag meron daw tayong binigay na data points, unique daw yung polynomial or, tawag dito, the polynomial or the function that we are getting is only tawag dito, true to those given set of data points. Kung yung isang problem or yung isang kaklase ninyo, ibang data points yung ginamit niya, she or he will get a different polynomial. Depending on the set of data points given to you, unique daw or yun nga, unique daw doon sa set of data points na yon yung makukuha yung polynomial. Hindi daw siya magkakaroon ng kaparehas na polynomial function or equation. So, the unique polynomial of degree n that exactly passes through n plus 1 distinct data points can be expressed in the general form of an nth order polynomial. So, yung nth order polynomial, alam na alam nyo naman yan. So, ito daw yung kanya general form. Ayan, we have a sub f of x is equal to a sub 0 plus a sub 1 of x plus a sub 2x squared plus hanggang a sub n x to the n. Now, itong mga a na to, a sub 0, a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub n, are the numerical coefficients. Numerical coefficients. Ayan. Numerical coefficients din. Numerical coefficients yan ng ating polynomial expansion. And this n, yung nakasubscript dito sa ating f, this express the degree of the interpolating polynomial. So dito pala, kapag tayo ay nagsosolve ng interpolation, ang kailangan nating i-determine are the numerical coefficients. So later on, we will discuss how are we going to solve for these numerical coefficients. Or, pwede rin daw natin siyang express in terms of f of n. F sub n of x is equal to b sub 0 plus b sub 1 x minus x sub 0 plus b sub 2 x minus x sub 0 multiplied by x minus x sub 1 plus b sub n x minus x sub 0 minus x minus x sub 1 until we reach x minus x sub n minus 1. Technically, this form, when getting the values of b sub o, b sub 1, b sub 2, falls under the Newton's interpolating polynomial. Newton's interpolating polynomial. So, ang kailangan natin polynomial. So, ang kailangan daw natin gawin dito is to determine these numerical coefficients given set of data points. Actually, itong x sub 0, x sub 1, itong mga may sub-values na to, these are the given values of x on the given set of data points. Later on, explain natin siya when we solve for actual problems in interpolation. So, ang tatandaan daw dito, in any given set of data points, sabi daw dito, there is a unique polynomial, interpolating polynomial through those n plus 1 distinct data points. And technically, we can express those unique polynomial of any degree n in the general form of an nth order polynomial. Then after doing that, or after determining which which general form you're going to use, we will determine or we will solve for the numerical coefficient of that given or of that general form ng ating nth order polynomial. So ano ba daw una nating technique? The first technique is the linear interpolation. Linear interpolation is a simple method used to estimate the value of a function between two known data points. Remember, two known data points represent a linear interpolation. Kagaya na nabanggit ko kanina, if we have n plus 1 data points is equal to 2, if n represents the degree, this is the degree, so solving for n is equal to 2 minus 1, so n is equal to 1, and this represents a linear polynomial. O, ayun daw. Two known data points by assuming that the points can be connected using a straight line. Kasi wala tayong ibang choice. We'll just need to connect those 2 points using a straight line and represent that as a linear polynomial. So for example daw, ayan, I have here 2 data points. Ayan, we have x sub 0, f of x sub 0. Ayan. Then we have another point, f of, this is x sub 1, f of x sub 1. So we have 2 points. This is P1, and this is P2. Ayan. So mathematically, if you know 2 points, x sub 0, f of x sub 0, and x sub 1, f of x sub 1, the estimated value of f sub 1 of x, which is yung ating linear function, this is our linear function, we can determine any value of x between them given by this equation. Ayan daw. Itong equation na to represents our linear interpolation. So, paano ba daw lumabas yung linear interpolation na yan? Sige, wait lang. Paano ba daw tayo nag-derive noon? Sige, wait lang.
Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng magiging equation natin ng linear interpolation natin ng mga value ng f sub 1 at f sub n.
Ay, mali pa lang in-open ko.
X sub 1 minus f x sub 0 all over x sub 1 minus x sub 0.
Saglit lang ha.
X minus x sub 0. Na itong ating equation.
Let us show pa paano ba daw lumabas yun.
So, module 1, anyone? Tanda ko ba? Naaalala niyo pa ba yung ating introduction bago tayo mag-discuss yung ating mga subdivision from dissection control. Naaalala niyo ba yung ating format ng equation? So, ito yung ating meron tayong tables. Ito yung ating scope. Ito yung ating step size.
Okay. So let us try to derive this this first order polynomial interpolation using the graph here. So using the graph daw dito, we need to find a function that fits the given data points. So, paano ba daw natin siya gagawin? Ay, bakit kumalaw? Sige, dito na lang. So, ang mangyayari daw dito, meron ulit tayong given points. Ang given points natin, P1 is X f of x1. Sorry, this is x sub 0, f of x sub 0. Then we have P2.
The smaller the interval between the points, the better the approximation.
X sub 1, f of x sub 1. Oh, ayan. Now, ngayon, gamit daw tong line na to kasi sabi natin we can represent this as a straight line. So, there are two ways you can solve for this. First is using, tawag dito, a slope point form kasi pwede kayong mag-slope point form dito given yung P1 and P2 using y equals, tawag dito, mx plus t. Ayan. So, pwede daw natin gamitin if the y-intercept is given. Or pwede rin daw tayong gumamit ng ano pa? 2-point slope form. Ayun, pwede rin 2-point slope form yung gamitin ninyo sa pagsosolve dito. Pero in this case, ang gagamitin daw natin is, pwede kong gamitin dito. Sige, ganito na lang. Using similar triangles na lang. Itong maliit na triangle na to, ayan, is similar to the big triangle. Itong mas malaki. Ayan. Ito, mas malaki na yan. So, paano by similar triangles daw? Excuse me. By similar triangles, sabi natin, we'll get the base over the height or vice versa. So, here, if I want the base of my smaller triangle, let's call this
natural logarithm siya yung ating
base 1
kapag ginamit natin yung calculator
with its h1. Ayan. So, ang mangyayari daw dyan, b1 natin is x minus x sub 0. The distance between these 2 points, ayan, itong distance na to, is equal to x minus x sub 0. All over yung kanyang height. So, ang height na ito, let's call this h1, is the difference between your f of x sub 1 or f sub 1 of x minus f of x sub 0. Ayan. Itong height na to. So, ang ginamit ko lang, itong f sub 1 of x minus f of x sub 0, makukuha ko yung height 1. Nasusundan pa ga ako dun sa unang tawag dito, ratio, kung saan ko kinuha. Yung unang ratio is the base of the smaller triangle all over the height of the larger triangle. Maliwanag O sige. So, sundan naman daw natin yung kabila. O di yung kabila, ganon din daw. So, ito namang base 2. O itong mas mahaba. So, itong base 2 natin ngayon is equal to x sub 1 minus x sub 0. Ayun, itong distance na to. Kung kukunin natin siya. So, we have x sub 1 minus x sub 0. That's the base. And for our height, ito, h2. Ayan, ito yung ating h2. That is simply f of x sub 1 minus yung ating, ito naman, ito yung height na to. So, para makuha daw natin yung height na yan, yung ating f of x sub 1, ma-minusan naman daw natin ng f of x sub 0. So, minus f of x sub 0. Yan daw yung ating similar triangles. So, ang kailangan daw nating isolve is the interpolating polynomial of degree 1. Ito daw f of x or f sub 1 of x. Yes, may tanong. May tanong ga. Yung totoo, pwedeng magtanong. Sinong may tanong? Saglit lang ha, inom lang akong gamot. Hindi ko mahanap ang gamot ko.
Paano natin kakukunin? Ano yung magiging equation natin ng ating function ng ating x sub 0?
May tanong ga? O hindi ako nagagalit sa nagtatanong. Pwedeng magtanong.
So, ano yung magiging f of x kasi natin dito? Kung magiging f of x natin given example, expect tayo ln of x. Sabi na natin kapag tayo, ano yung magiging value ng ating ls of x kapag siya ay fixed and
Wait lang ha, inom akong tubig.
Meron tayo ln of 1 dito at meron tayo dito ln of.
O ayun. So papalabasin daw natin yung f sub 1 of x. So let us rearrange the equation so that lalabas daw ito. So ang gagawin ko, f sub 1 of x minus f of x sub 0. Magko-cross multiply lang ako. Ayan. Multiplied by x sub 1 minus x sub 0. Equal daw yan kay f of x sub 1 minus f of x sub 0 multiply ito, lahat ng ito, mamumultiply daw kay x minus x sub 0. O nakuha yan kung saan yan nanggaling. Pinag-cross multiply lang daw natin sila. Excuse me. So, ngayon ito, i-divide ko both sides by x. Ito, i-divide ko ng x sub 1 minus x sub 0. So, ang lalabas, f sub 1 of x minus f of x sub 0 is equal to itong lahat na to, f of x sub 1 minus f of x sub 0, x to, x sub 0. Ngayon, dinivide natin to, ito mapupunta dyan sa ilalim. Divided by x sub 1 minus x sub 0 multiplied by x minus x sub 0. Ngayon, ito, gusto natin tong maiwan dito, itatranspose natin tong f of x sub 0 sa kabila. Kaya ang lalabas, f sub 1 of x is equal to, ngayon ito nilipat natin, negative magiging positive, kaya f of x sub 0 plus, ayan, we have f of x sub 1 minus f of x sub 0. Hayaan nyo nang lumilipad ng sulat ko, ha? All over x sub 1 minus x sub 0 multiplied by x minus x sub 0. Ngayon, dyan daw nanggaling yung formula natin ng linear interpolation. Nasundan ga ako? Kung makalimutan daw yung formula, pwede daw i-derive. Nasundan ga ako?
Sabi natin kanina,
Uy, ano na? O, sure ha? Yung totoong buhay.
sabi natin dito ay
O, sige. Diyan daw nanggaling yung formula natin ng linear interpolation. So, let us use that formula and estimate the value of ln of 2 using linear interpolation. And let us compare two data points. One is for x is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 6. And the other one is x sub 0 is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 4. Now, we will compare this mamaya and let us solve for it also for the relative true error. Paano ba daw natin siya gagawin? So, yung solution daw natin, gagamitin daw natin yung formula ng linear interpolation. Ito yung ating formula. Since dinerive ko naman to sa inyo, you can already use the formula itself in finding the values. So, remember, here, in solving for interpolation, although we have the given values x sub 1 and x sub 0, ayan, may mga x sub 1 tayo, take note that we also need to find the value of f of x sub 0 and f of x sub 1. So, saan ba daw natin manggagaling yung values na yan? So, if ang given lang sa atin is x sub 0 and x sub 1, we need to find its equivalent value for f of x sub 0 and f of x sub 1. And in this case, going back to our problem, we'll be using or we'll be estimating the value of ln of 2. So, if the value that we're estimating is ln of 2, the function f of x can be represented as ln of x. Ibig sabihin na pala, ang hinahanap lang natin dito ay value ni ln of x. Ayan. So, if
Pwede yung mga klase. Makukuha nyo ngayon.
Sorry, excuse me ha. O, ayan. So, ang gagamitin ko lang daw pala ay ln of x. Now, substituting the values, ayan, in approximating the value of ln of 2, kasi yung hinahanap natin na f of 2 is also equal to ln of 2, ayan. So, dito pala, ang ina-approximate natin dito is ln of 2. So, kung gagawin daw natin yon, we'll just need to provide the value of f of x sub 0 and f of x sub 1. Now, in this case, f of x sub 0 is equivalent to ln of 1. Kasi sabi natin, f of x is equal to ln of x. So, if x sub 0, ilalagay ko dito, f of 1, that is simply equal to ln of x or ln of 1. Nasusundan ka ako? Nasusundan pa ga ako? Kung anong ginagawa ko din eh. Sure ha? So, yun naman daw ating f of x sub 1, papaltan ko naman daw siya ng ln of 6. So, if we solve for this, using interpolation, approximately, the value of ln of 2 is equal to 0.3583519. Pakisolve nga ako kung tama, baka mali ang aking solution. Mali ang aking pagkakatype.
And this will be our answer for this given.
Pasolve ako.
Ako kung baka. So, sabihin na nito ay...
Simga tayo ng nakuha. Nasusundan ka?
Tingnan natin kung accurate pa
O sige. Yun, tandaan daw natin ito daw yung ating approximation of ln of 2 for the given x sub 0 is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 6. Pero ano nga bang value ng ating ln of 2? Kapag kinalky, anong value ng ln of 2? Pabigay nga sa akin.
divided by ng ating
Up to 7 decimal places. Anong value ng ln of 2?
times 100.
Anyone?
Equal siya saan?
Anyone who could give the value of ln of 2? Sige, yes Mr. Ano, yung nag-raise ng hand. What is ln of 2?
Sir, ano po? 0.6931471806 po.
Ay, wait lang. 0.69.
Times 100.
69
Ay, sige, dito ko pa isulat. Hindi pala kita dun sa taas. 0.69
3147
3147
1806 po.
1806. Okay. Ayan. So, kapag kinalky nyo, dapat, sige, thank you, Utoy. Pwede nang i-lower ang hand. Yan. Sige. Kapag daw, kinuha daw natin yung ln of 2, we'll be getting this value. Pero, nung in-approximate daw natin siya, ang nakuha lang daw natin is 0.3583512. Remember that ln of 2 is in between no ating values ng given x sub 0 na 1 and x sub 1 na 6. So, now, let us do naman daw yung ln of 2 pa rin. We'll solve ln of 2 using x sub 0 is equal to 1, but instead of 6, x sub 1 ngayon gagamitin natin is 4. Ayan. Paano daw kapag 4 naman ang gagamitin natin? So, ang mangyayari lang dito, for f of x sub 1, ito, and x sub 1, papalitan natin siya ng ln of 4 and 4 respectively. Ngayon, kung mapapansin daw ninyo, kung sosolvin daw natin, f of, or the ln of 2, or the approximate value of ln of 2 using the given data point the given data points x sub 0 is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 4 becomes 0.4620981. Nasundan na rin kung paano ari lumabas. O sige. Now, ano daw nangyari doon? Going back here, yung daw value natin is 0.3584 approximately. So, dito naman daw sa kabila, 0.4621 kung up to 4 decimal places tayo. So, now comparing not approximate error to, the true error daw, for the two given data points, alin daw yung mas malaki ang error? Yung letter A or yung letter B? Ito yung letter A natin. Yung between 1 and 6 at yung ating letter B is between 1 and 4. Which these two gives us a smaller error? Alin daw ang mas maliit ang error? Yung letter A ba daw or yung letter B?
4 minus 1 multiplied by our x.
Alin ang mas maliit ang error? Oh, saan ko ba daw siya i-compare? I-compare ko siya sa true value. So yung true value natin, ito yung ln of 2. Kasi kapag kinalkin natin yung ln of 2, ito daw yung lalabas, yung pinadikta ko kanina. So ngayon, kung i-compare daw natin yung dalawang interpolation, alin daw yung mas malapit ang sagot, yung letter A or yung letter B?
Interpolating polynomial.
Alin ang mas malapit ang sagot?
Malinaw ba ngayon?
Yes, sige, pwedeng magsalita na. Okay, you can speak.
Letter B po.
Okay, yung letter B. Bakit daw mas malaki or mas malapit yung sagot ni letter B kumpara kay letter A? Ano daw masasabi nyo sa interval?
0.4609.
Ano masasabi nyo sa interval ng letter A at letter B given set of data points? Which is nearest to the true value of ln of 2? Alin ang mas malapit doon? Yung 1 and 6 or yung 1 and 4? Di ba mas malapit daw yung interval ng 1 and 4 kumpara sa 1 and 6? Kasi, ay hindi ko pala siya i-graph. Sorry. Let's try to graph. Pakita daw natin kung ano yung itsura nila. Wait lang. Kukuha ako ng graphing. Ayan. Kuha tayo ng graphing calculator sa online para makita daw ninyo. Ayan. Nakikita na yung graphing calculator. Visible. Now, going back to our interpolating polynomial. Balikan ko lang interpolating polynomial ko. Nawala kasi.
Estimated value ng ating function of x kapag meron tayong x is equal to, or kapag meron tayong ln of using x sub 0 is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to.
Saglit lang. O sige, bago ko pala i-graph, may ipakita muna pala ako sa inyo. Hindi ko pala siya pinakita. Sige. Yeah, stop sharing ko muna. Sige, i-share ko na nga yung entire window ko para hindi ako nag-share. Nahihirapan kasi ako. O, ayan. Balikan natin. Nasaan na tayo? Ayun, dito. Sige, dito tayo nag-stop kanina. So, kung mapapansin nyo daw, mas maliit daw yung error nung ating letter B. Or kung saan daw mas malapit daw yung interval or yung value ng ating ln of 2. So similarly, we can express linear interpolation by finding the unique linear function daw.
Suppose meron tayong 2.5.
So here, using given two sets, sorry, using the linear function for any given two data points, pwede daw natin siyang i-represent yung general form niya as f of x is equal to a sub 0 plus a sub 1 multiplied by x. Or rewriting in the other form, ayan, pwede rin daw natin siyang isulat gamit ito. Yung pinakita ko kaninang general forms. So in this case, sabi daw dito, we can represent b sub 0 b equal to f of x sub 0. So ang b sub 0 daw natin equal kay ln of 1.
So next tayo,
Ayun. And yung b sub 1 daw natin is f of x sub 1 minus f of x sub 0 all over x sub 1 minus x sub 0. Bakit ba daw nangyari yan? Saan ko ba daw po yan pinagkukuha? O sige, balik tayo dun sa ating given kanina. Balik daw tayo dito. Ayan. Remember, ito daw yung ating general form. Ito daw yung ating general form. Pwede daw ito, pwede rin daw ito. Now, comparing this general form to the interpolating polynomial or the linear interpolation, ayan, na nakuha daw natin, ito daw, linear interpolation na to, ay kamukha daw nung ating pangalawang general form. Na ang nangyari lang daw dyan, kung mapapansin nyo, di ba ito ay x minus x sub 0? Di ba may kamukha siya ditong x minus x sub 0? And since linear lang daw ito daw yun daw mga sumunod na, tatanggalin na natin kasi ang ating f sub 1 daw ay equal to 1. So, ang kailangan ko lang daw ay hanggang b sub 1. Ayan. From here, hindi ko kailangan yung b sub 2, b sub 3, b sub 4, hanggang b sub n kasi ang aking n is equal to 1. So, kung n ay equal to 1, hanggang b1 lang daw ako. Ayan. Ano daw ibig sabihin nun? Ang ibig sabihin pala daw nun ay kung ipagtatapatin daw natin sila, yung value ng aking f of x sub 0 simply suggests that it is equal to b sub o. And this value na nakamultiply kay x minus x sub 0, ito x minus x sub 0 din ay equal daw kay b sub 1. So kung sosolving daw natin si b sub 0 at si b sub 1, gagamitin lang daw natin yung na-derive natin using the linear interpolation. And after doing that, we can have b values, ayan, dun daw yan nanggaling. Itong b sub o, dun daw nanggaling, at itong b sub 1, dun daw nanggaling sa kinuha nating linear interpolation kanina. Nasundan ako. Kasundan?
Hanggang makarating tayo sa ating equation na naman.
Sure kayo ha? Ayan. So, kung sosolving daw natin yung b sub 0 and b sub 1 using our given values, ayan. Ay, may mali ako. Dapat ito ay 4. Hindi ko pala napalitan. O, ayan, pinaltan ko. O, ayan. So, kung una, x sub 0 is equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 6, solving for b sub 0 and b sub 1, ayan, and substituting it to our equation or to the function f sub 1, ito daw yung makukuha nating linear function or linear polynomial for the first set of data points. Doon naman daw kapag kay x sub 0 ay equal to 1 and x sub 1 is equal to 4, isubstitute daw natin ulit and we'll be able to get this value. Ayan, itong value na to. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, gamit daw yung dalawang magkaibang set of data points, we arrive at a different equation or of a linear polynomial equation. Yan yung sinasabi doon kanina na any given set of data points will arrive at a different or a unique polynomial that would fit those given data points. Hindi daw siya lagi daw magkaiba yung makukuha ninyong mga interpolating polynomial depending on the given data points. So, ayan daw siya. Now, using those equations, let us graph daw yan. O, i-try daw natin siyang i-graph. O, sige. Gamit na lang ako ng graphing calculator dito sa online. So, let us solve f of x is equal to ln of x. Ayan. So, ito daw yung ating ln of x. And let us get also ln of 2. Ay, hindi niya pinakita. Kailangan pala meron siyang f of x. F of x is equal to ln of 2. Now, ayun. So, yung ln of 2, if i-zoom natin, ito siya. Ayan. 0.693147. So, this is the true value of nung hinahanap nating ln of 2. But instead of that, we just approximate the values using interpolation. And the first value here, sige, copy ko lang muna to. So, gawa ulit ako ng isa. F of x is equal to that one.
Minus x sub 0 times x.
Ay, bakit hindi siya nag-plot?
Tapos meron din tayo minus ang atin ng mga
kasi hindi niya binabasa yon. Ayun.
naman.
Tapos isulat din, i-plot din daw natin yung isa.
At meron tayo
I-plot din natin yung isa. So, another f of x.
So, meron tayo dito x times x squared.
Ay, meron na naman siyang dapat i-equals to. Ayun. So, palta natin ang kulay, wag black.
X times ang ating x sub 1 naman. So, meron naman tayo dito.
So, yan. So, punta tayo sa vicinity kung saan nandoon yung ln of 2. So, ito daw yung ating 2. And this red line represents the equation ln of x. At yung ating ln of 2, nung ipinlat ko, ayan daw siya. 0.693147. So, kung mapapansin nyo, itong violet, ito yung kung saan nag-cross daw siya kay 1 and 6. Ayan. Tapos yung kulay black naman daw, ito yung kung saan nag-cross yung ating 1 and positive 4. So kung mapapansin nyo, in the vicinity, kung saan nasan yung ating x is equal to 2, mas malapit daw yung ating function wherein the points are nearer dun sa ating hinahanap na ln of 2. And this difference between dito at saka dito represents the error. Yan. Ito daw yung nagre-represent ng ating error. So, kaya, kung mapapansin ninyo, mas maliit daw yung naging error ng ating second equation or yung ating second interpolation compared to dun sa ating first interpolation. So, makikita nyo din daw yan dito. Ayan. So if this is the true value of x, and this is our linear estimates using the interpolation or linear interpolation, notice that the value of x or the value of f of x sub 2 using the second equation yields a smaller percentage error.
Para lang din siya sa ating first order.
Maliwanag ah.
First order natin,
So ang ibig sabihin daw pala nun, habang lumalapit daw yung ating
ito yung ating visa field.
intervals or yung ating data points, dun sa hinahanapan natin or dun sa ating unknown, mas lumiliit daw yung relative error.
Which is siya nga yung sinasabi ko kanina na first spirit divided.
Maliwanag ah.
Tayo dito. So yung ating daw visa zero is yung ating effect.
O sige. Ganun lang naman ang linear interpolation. You just need two sets of data points. Now, in quadratic interpolation naman daw, it is a method used to estimate value between known data points by fitting a parabola or a curved line through these data points. Instead of connecting points with a straight line, like a linear interpolation, quadratic interpolation uses a curved line that passes through three known points. This allows for a more accurate estimate, especially when the data is not perfectly linear. Now, in our solution for ln of 2, we notice that ln of 2 is not a straight line. Ayan. Hindi daw kasi straight line yung ating ln of 2, itong kulay red. But instead of but instead of using a curved line, we approximate its true value using a straight line. Ayan. So, relatively, we'll get a very large or hindi naman very large, a substantial error due to this approximation. Kasi in-approximate natin yung curved line using a straight line. So, to mitigate these errors, pwede daw tayong gumamit ng quadratic interpolation wherein we represent the value of a curved line using another curved line. Mamaya, papakita ko daw ulit yung graph nila. So, a convenient form of a quadratic interpolation equation can be expressed as f sub 2 of x is equal to b sub 0 plus b sub 1 x minus x sub 0 plus b sub 2 x minus x sub 0 multiplied by x minus x sub 1. So, mangyayari dito, yung general form natin, since yung ating degree is 2, hahanap tayo hanggang b sub 2. Although these equations appears different from the general second-order polynomial, f of x sub 2, f sub 2 of x is equal to a sub 0 plus a sub 1 multiplied by x plus a sub 2 multiplied by x squared. The two are equivalent daw. Ito, ay, bakit bumalik? Itong dalawang equation na to, ito ay equal din sa equation dito. Itong buong to ha. Yan, itong buong yan ay equal din daw dito. Expanding and collecting gives the following relationship. That yung ating a sub 0 is equal to b sub 0 minus b sub 1 x sub 0 plus b sub 2 x sub 0 x sub 1. And a sub 1 is equal to b sub 1 minus b sub 0 x sub 0 minus b sub 2 x sub 1. And a sub 2 is equal to b sub 2. Sir, saan pa po nanggaling yan? E di isolve ko daw kung saan nanggaling yon. Bakit daw po sila naging equal? Mamaya ka-explain to. Ay?
Minus fx sub 1 all over.
Paano daw siya naging equal? I-delete ko lang to. Saka ito. Papakita daw natin kung bakit naging equal. Ayan. So, ang gagawin daw natin, we try to expand this function. Ito. So, ito, ang gagawin natin, equals b sub 0. b sub 0 pa rin naman siya. Plus, ito, we try to distribute b sub 1 with this binomial expression. So, we have b sub 1 x minus b sub 1 x sub 0. Plus, ito ganun din. I-distribute din daw natin to dito, dito, and so on. Pero bago natin gawin yon, let's perform muna yung quadratic expansion. Sige. So, b sub 2 muna, multiplied by, wag muna to, ito muna. So, we have x squared, ayan, minus ito doon, tapos ito dito ulit. Mag-FOIL method muna tayo. So, minus x multiplied by x sub 1, ayan. Tapos ito, dito, so minus x multiplied by x sub 0, and lastly ito, plus x sub 0, x sub 1. O, equals, o di b sub 0 plus b sub 1 of x, b sub 1 multiplied by x rather, minus b sub 1, x sub 0, plus b sub 2, x squared, minus x sub 1 multiplied by b2, minus b2, x sub 0, plus b2, x sub 0, x sub 1. O, ayan. Now, ang gagawin daw natin, we will collect all the values wherein naka-multiply daw siya kay x to the 0, x to the 1, and x, mali, x squared. Dapat x squared, wala to. Hindi ko lang siya mabura. So, let us collect all the terms na naka-multiply kay x sub 0. So, alin ba daw dyan yung naka-multiply kay x sub 0? We have b sub 0. Ano pa daw? Ito, walang naka-multiply ditong x. So, x sub 0 din yan. Minus b sub 1, x sub 0. Ito. Ito, x squared. Huwag natin pansinin yan. Ito, may naka-multiply na x hindi kasama. Ito, may naka-multiply din na x. Ito lang yung wala naka-multiply na x. So, this is plus b sub 2, x sub 0, x sub 1. O, wala na. Then, yung x to the 1, alin yung may x to the 1? Ito. So, we have b1. Yung numerical coefficient lang kinukuha ko ha. B1, ano pa? Ito, nakuha na natin. Ito, naka-multiply kay x squared. Ay, ito. May naka-multiply na x. So, ito ay minus b sub 2, x sub 1. Ito, naka-multiply din siya kay x. Ayun, may x siya dito. So, another minus b sub 2, x sub 0. And lastly, dapat pala hindi to equals. Dapat ganito lang to. Column lang. Dapat column lang siya. Ayan. Tapos yung ating x squared, alin lang yung may x squared dyan? Ito lang yung may x squared. So, b squared daw siya. Now, yung ating general form, kung matatandaan nyo, f sub 2 of x is equal to a sub 0 plus a sub 1 multiplied by x plus a sub 2 multiplied by x squared. Ibig sabihin daw pala, ito, may nakamultiply ditong x to the 0, x to the 1, x to the 2. Now, comparing this numerical coefficient to this value na ating in-expand, lalabas daw pala na yung ating b sub 0 minus b sub 1 x sub 0 plus b sub 2 x sub 0 x sub 1 ay equal lang daw kay a sub 0. Kaya daw lumabas itong equation natin. Kasi yung a sub 0 natin is the numerical coefficient of x to the 0. And yung ating a sub 1 is the numerical coefficient of x to the 1. O di kaya ito naman daw ang lumabas kay a sub 1. Galing daw siya dito sa part na to. And lastly, yung ating a sub 2 is the numerical coefficient of x squared. Equal lang daw yun kay b squared. Ito daw ay nanggaling kapag in-expand natin ito at in-equate daw natin yung numerical coefficient na b sa numerical coefficient na a. Ganun daw siya, gumagana naman yung quadratic interpolation. So, the coefficient b sub 0, b sub 1, and b sub 2 can be determined sequentially as follows. O ito, yung b sub 1, yung b sub 0, kaparehas pa rin naman ng ginawa natin kanina. Yung b sub 1 is kaparehas din ng b sub 1 kanina, kung makikita ninyo. Ang pagkakaiba lang ay yung b sub 2. Ayan, yung b sub 2 mahaba. Pero technically, itong dalawang ito ay tinatawag na Newton's divided difference.
X sub 1, X sub 0 sa ating quadratic interpolation. So, fx sub 0 natin, so meron tayong ln of 1. Considering natin x sub 0 is equal to 1.
Now, in solving daw, interpolation,
so meron tayong 4.
having 2 or more, not 2 or more, having 3 or more set of data points, we use the Newton's divided difference in finding the numerical coefficients of a given polynomial interpolation. Interpolating polynomial. O ayun daw. Yan daw yung gagamitin nating formula. O mamaya, dun tayo sa Newton's divided difference, i-explain ko siya ng mas detail kung paano daw yun nangyari. So for example, we need to fit a second order polynomial to the 3 points 1, 4, and 6 used in the previous example. Now, ang question daw natin, let's estimate the value of ln of 2 using, this is not linear, ito ay quadratic. Using quadratic interpolation. Paano ba daw yun? So, the general form of our quadratic polynomial is given by f sub 2 of x is equal to b sub 0 plus b sub 1 multiplied by x minus x sub 0 plus b sub 2 x minus x sub 0 multiplied by x minus x sub 1. Now, gamit daw yung ating formula kanina for Newton's divided difference in finding the value of b sub 0, b sub 1, and b sub 2. Ito. Yan. Ito daw yung formula. Pwede daw nating ma-determine yung value ni b sub 1, b sub 0, b sub 1, and b sub 2 using this Newton's divided difference. Ayan. So, isa-substitute lang daw natin yung value natin. Remember still that since we're solving for ln of 2, we can say that f of x is equal to ln of x. So, by substituting the values of the given data points, x is equal to 1, x sub 1 is equal to 4, and x sub 2 is equal to 6, we get the following values. For b sub 0, Ayan, for b sub 0, since f of x sub 0 is just 1, ayan, 1 lang naman yan. Therefore, we'll just find the value of ln of 1, which is equal to 0. For b sub 1, gamit lang yung ating Newton's divided difference, f of x sub 1 minus b sub 0 all over x sub 1 minus x sub 0. Substituting, since x sub 1 is equal to 4, we'll have ln of 4 minus 0 all over 4 minus 1, and we get this value 0.462098. And lastly, for b sub 2, we need the value of x sub 2 and f of x sub 2. So to do that, ayan, magiging ln of 6 lang siya, minus ln of 4 all over 6 minus 4, minus the value of our b1, which is 0.462098, all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, which is 6 minus 1, and we get negative 0.05183. O, ayun daw siya. O, gamit lang yung formula na yon, isa-substitute lang daw natin yung mga values ni x.
Next tayo.
Ayan. So, using the general form, again, ang general form natin, para hindi nyo makakalimutan, for a second order polynomial, we have f sub 2 of x is equal to b sub 0 plus b sub 1, x minus x sub 0 plus b sub 2, x minus x sub 0, x minus x sub 1. O, ayan daw siya. Now, substituting the values ng b sub 0, b sub 1, and b sub 2, obtained from the previous slide, ayan, we get f of x sub 2, yung ating b sub 0, tandaan natin, yun ay equal kay 0. Yung b sub 1 natin, ito, ay equal kay 0.462098, at yung ating b sub 2 ay equal sa negative 0.05187. And also, remember or don't forget the value of x sub 0 and x sub 1 from the given. So if we simplify this, we'll get f of x sub 2 is equal to this function. Notice that our function here has an x squared. So we are sure that the given function or the obtained function is a quadratic function. Now, using the above polynomial, we can now obtain the approximation for the value of ln of 2 as, o di substitute ko lang yun to sa x. And notice that your approximation for the value of ln of 2 is now 0.56584. Now, comparing with the percentage true error using the quadratic interpolation, we notice that there is a decrease in the approximated, not approximated error, in the true error using the quadratic interpolation. Mas lumapit daw siya. O, tingnan daw natin kung lalapit ba daw siya. Let us graph again. Discard ko lang. Let us graph again this equation. Excuse me. I-graph daw natin siya.
Same ba tayo nakuha? Pala. Nakakasunod pa ang lahat. Yung magkakatsa, pakitaas ang kamay para pag-pagalan.
Ayan, x squared. F of x equals. Ay, hindi siya nag-graph. Kasi ayaw niyang basahin. Sige, wait lang. Isulat ko lang. 0.05187.
Yung formula.
Sige, wait lang. Kasi hindi niya binabasa.
Hindi Ellen of yung hinahanap. What if kung siya ay x squared plus x plus blah blah blah. Hindi mahaba yung
0.721460.
iwaki-waki muna natin bago natin sa
Tingnan daw natin kung anong itsura ng graph. 0.669. Five na.
Okay na susulat. Ito na ang mga 5 minutes.
Ayan. So, tanggalin ko daw tong dalawa muna. Ayan. Notice yung kulay blue, in the vicinity of x is equal to 2, the value of our x is now closer to the true value of ln of 2 compared to this linear interpolation. Mapansin ninyo, yung kulay violet, ito daw yung yung given 2 data points na 1 and 6. Ito naman daw black, yung 2 data points na ang given ay 1 and 4. Now, using 3 data points, ito, tong kulay blue, napansin nyo daw, palapit na ng palapit yung ating approximation or yung ating linear interpolation to the vicinity where ln of 2 exists. So, ang ibig sabihin daw pala nun, kung mas dadami pa daw yung ating set of data points, mas lalapit daw tayo sa true value ng ln of 2. Yun daw ang ginagawa ni interpolation. Ayan. Nakita naman natin dito mathematically, we minimize the value of our error by adding data points. Ayun. O dito, kung mapapansin natin, sa graphical solution, ayan, yung linear, ito yung kanyang root estimate. Yung quadratic, ito. Pero, yung ating quadratic estimate has a much smaller value of error compared to a linear estimate. Bakit daw? Kasi yung ating ln of 2 is a curve and a quadratic polynomial is also a curve. Therefore, mas maganda daw yung kanyang approximation compared to the 2. Ayan o. Tanggalin ko lang tong dalawa. Ayan. Mas maganda daw yung approximation ng ating parabola to this ln of 2 curve. Ayan. Medyo mas malapit na daw yung kanyang solution. Nasusundan ga ako? Nasusundan? Sige. Let's have a 15-minute break. Then we proceed to Newton's divided difference. Break muna tayo 15 minutes.